Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, everyone. So this is Sabine from Network International, and I'll be just going through the presentation. So is it like we have still we are considering ourselves in during pandemic situation, because if you see a lot of news also it is happening that COVID cases is still going on. But we have used S2G2 crisis management model. S2 is safety, security, and G2 is governance and growth. So I will be just taking you through the high level view of the model. So our focus pillars were employee safety and security, technology availability and accessibility, business continuity and growth, because we also wanted to contribute to the country's economy at the same time. And last but not the least, this is social care and sustainability. So our model, I'll just quickly run through the model. This is like color coded with the pre-crisis, during crisis, and post-crisis phases. And this is network way of crisis management. So we had a team which was like created in early phases, like very beginning, like in Jan itself, we had a committee where we had diverse cross-functional mental models to come up to assess the situation and to come up with the plans. Then we had created the functional pillar task forces from each function of the business, like from HR, from business, from operations, so that they can come together and they can just start working on it, on the initiatives which crisis committee was planning to achieve. Then we had listed down all the requirements and all the scope, like keeping in view the contactless practices and defining the innovative approaches, the budget, the cost, and everything was like stabilized. And after that, the implementation started by the functional task forces, followed by the governance, reporting, and the analysis model, because governance and analysis, control, monitoring was extremely important, because we wanted to see the dashboards, the controls, what is happening in all four functional pillars and all four like focused areas. And then we had this learning and creativity, because we believe that such types of situations may happen in future, so we don't have to stop there. We have to like continue building our practices in such a manner that we are ready for the future. So we had also like innovation transferability initiatives. So I'll just quickly walk through the employee safety and security initiatives, which are very covered by our respective presenters. So we had initiatives and we had also measured the impact of it. So the most prominent ones, like we had like 100% remote work for the employees, because safety of the employees and their families were very important. And we are like a kind of a nature of the business what we are having is like we were able to manage 100% remote work. So in a very short span of time, we migrated all the employees to the remote work facility. And same like we had no like layoffs. We still got the salary. We had no deduction. We had on-time salary, and we also got awarded people with the bonuses. So we did not deprive them of any of the initiatives. And employee engagement, like we always have like engagement very well organized with CEO, with also HR members. And we had safe calls. If any of the team member is feeling something to be shared like confidentially or something, so we had a safe call with the concerned team. There was one team who was just attending to these calls, so employees were like feeling very much relaxed and very much secure to having all these initiatives. And also like we had network flicks, where leadership of the leadership of the company, they were just making the videos of the ways of working from home and how they are managing their work from home, and they were just posting the videos weekly. So employees were like getting motivated and getting additional additional like kind of ways that how they can work and be productive and manage kind of having the work-life balance. So we also had like a leave carry forward options, which was never there before, because we stopped it for some in previous years. So employees, they could not travel, so they could like easily carry forward this their leave with the plan. So innovation transferability here is like we are also planning to have broader remote work strategy to have flexible, work-life balance. Still, employees can opt to work from home, and also like it will be like the mix of working from office and work from home depending on their situation and their what they prefer. So then we had this very big challenge to make the technology available, because a lot of a lot of employees working at the same time remotely. So it was like difficult to keep the to keep the fluctuations and everything is smooth. So we had like 100% data center efficiencies, and we had the backups, and we also like rented laptops for employees which were not having the facility of laptops, and they were just using desktops. So because we wanted to enable our remote technologies with secured environment, also like we had given this facility to the personal laptops if they were like able to if they would wanted to use the personal laptops, because um, in current situation the data security is extremely important, and the nature of our business, we have a lot of customer data, so we have to keep the security at the high level. So our information security team and our IT teams, they were like working together to make this smooth transition and also to keep the data secured at the same time. So the outcome of this, that we did not have much of high incidents. In fact, we had less high incidents. Also, the problem tickets were issued. They were like less than the previous years. The number of IT service desk resolved cases were also not hiking. So we were like not having a lot of challenges, because our technology availability and accessibility was like marvelously done by our stakeholders. So then at the same time, keeping the employees and keeping all the resources secured, we also had to think about the business continuity and growth, especially growth, because we did not want the economic activity to be impacted. So we had a very good business continuity team which worked on all the initiatives to keep the business up and running. So also like we had to help our merchants who are like having who got impacted a lot by the pandemic. So what we have done, we have also provided them the packages, and we also reduce their transaction fee, so that to help them keep running, and also it will help us to keep running our business. So it was kind of a win-win situation. And we had also like many other solutions, like we made the digital payments 60% were increased as compared to H1 2019. So we gave the chance for merchants to pay by link instead of having the contactless transactions. We just made it more prominent. And also like our data analytics team, they have worked on the data. So we had created a Dubai city resilience dashboard for the government to this can be like shared with the government, so that they can view the transaction patterns in different industries, and they can take proactive decisions about this. So last but not the least, we don't have to forget our community. So we had a lot of initiatives done for the society. Relief packages we had offered to the customers. We had teach for a cause, public speaking, cooking sessions for the employees' families, so that they can benefit from all these initiatives. And also like we had humanitarian supports, where we were also like helping the blood donation. So every year we have a ladies day, day out activity where all the females of the of and Network International, they have this activity that they are spending one day out, like they would not be like working, but they will be just spending one day out, and interacting with one another, and we go in different hotels and different resorts. So this year, like it was not possible. So what they have done, that we had this helping, like we just did the corporate social responsibility. So all the ladies were engaged in helping the community, giving them gifts, and like my other presenters have mentioned. So I have just now decided not to show all the videos, because we have a lot of videos on each initiative. So I'm just respecting the time, and also like, so just would like to just say that we had a great Ladies' Day activities also to support the community. So innovation transferability, we just see it over here, that this relief packages and the reduction of the transaction fee during the crisis, it can also like help us to target the untapped segments, and which are like which are cash dominant, so we can convert them into digital, and we can also move our platforms to cashless society. So therefore we will be able to strongly contribute to society during and post crisis situation, and also contribute strongly to the UAE's economy. So this is like, I've just kept it very high level, because many initiatives like were already discussed in detail. So if you have any question, you can just ask me.
Thank you, Sabine. Thank you so very much.